And I think I speak for all of us. Everybody loved her, men and women. She was not a threat to anybody. You couldn't help but love Olivia Newton-John.
And so the fact that we got to do Jolene, which she loved it, and she was doing her album and asked if I would sing on it. And I said, well, of course I'll sing on it. And I thought it turned out really good. I was so proud of the record. And so I was so glad we got that done. And I'm going to miss her a lot.
'Cause love is a little thing.
I liked the message of, you know, finding a connection, and I loved how moved my mom was and the fact that she could have asked anyone to sing it with her, and she asked me. That touched my heart more than you could ever know.
Olivia was who I went after for that part. I'd heard her songs and seen her on one of her specials, on the album covers and all that kind of thing, and I said, there is the definitive Sandy. I had done the show, so I knew the show quite well, and I said, there's the definitive Sandy, Olivia Newton-John, so we have to get her.
That song in the background, Put You on My Shoulder, I wrote it when I was a kid, but here it is again, it's out. And what a pleasure to be singing it with Olivia Newton-John. She is something else.
So, you know, I feel privileged. Always been privileged to work with Olivia. Always feel honored to be around her. She's a magical person. Very few. And I love you dearly, darling. Thank you.
And I Honestly Love You was brought up to me as a very special song, so I thought I would just do a little bit of it. Don't have my piano with me, sorry, during these times, but I love you, I honestly love you. Such a beautiful song by my friend Olivia Newton-John.
Well, Olivia and I worked together in the 80s, and we actually sang a duet together, and this speaks to her character too, because she's such a great girl.
I mean, both of these women are women that I've looked up to since a kid, and I don't know. I'm actually very sad about Olivia, to be honest. Yeah.
It goes without say. I mean, who wouldn't have grown up admiring and respecting somebody who's not only an incredible talent but goes on to show incredible humanity? That's really extraordinary.
Well, she took me out to a fancy dinner that I could not have afforded for my 20th birthday, and we had already been friends for almost a year at that point. That's how, almost a 40-year friendship. I met her in a recording studio. I sang some background vocals on something she was doing. I got hired to sing. When I walked in and there she was, I'd been in love with her forever, like everybody. I mean.
Many months later, she called and asked if I was going to be recording anytime soon, and I said, sure. You want to come join me? I was kidding. I didn't think she would take me seriously. But she met me at a Vegas casino. Well, it was a Vegas casino, but it was the Hotel de Palms. That had a recording studio there, and we met and recorded it together, and it ended up on an album of mine many years ago, but we never really did anything with it. And I was really thrilled that it ended up on her upcoming duet album, just the two of us.
Stone in My Pocket, I love the concept of this song. And actually, the title came from Olivia's assistant, Martha, somehow came across this title about grief, saying that grief is like having a stone in your pocket. And this came up during one of our writing sessions, and I went back to the hotel room and lay in bed at night, and I got this whole thing. There's a stone in my pocket that bears your name.
I have just been writing and recording an amazing record with Olivia Newton-John and Amy Skye. And I can't wait for you to hear it. It's all about the journey through grief and loss, back into joy, back into life.
You know, Olivia's a complete guiding light in my life as a mentor and a friend. And I, throughout the course of time, just something I value so much in our friendship, and just being able to be there for each other. And, you know, we're really dear friends, and I love singing with her because her voice is phenomenal. It's just you know, I really value that mentorship too.
This is Olivia Newton-John. Come on!
This is Mariah Carey.